No, you can sit down.
Thank you very much, everyone. This one is down. Before I go on, I'd just like to say, बहुत दिनों बाद मिल रहे हो, आपने बाकी खत्म करूँ। सुनीता और राधा बात करना चाहती है, रमेश रात से बात करें, सब बात खत्म करो, उसके बाद बात करें। The work that we do, especially the work in films or any artistic endeavor that we do, like in everything in life, there are always going to be two sides to it, there are ups and downs, there are goods and bads. What I call in the film industry the beauty and the beastly. So the beauty of the job that I've done for years, which is 20 years, has been the fact that I get to share love with people, people touch me. I'm able to touch lives of people without even knowing it at times. The beastly part of it is the high expectation anxiety, the creative loneliness, and sometimes unwarranted scrutiny of your life. Titles. Really guys? मतलब मैं तो बोल ही रहा हूँ यार। कहाँ से क्या? So, as I was saying, when I was interrupted by audio here, you know what? A life which is, you know, having titles from the fantastic to the absurd, from Badshah to Batamis. All these things, then you're compensated materially for what I do. You have, you get to stay in big hotels, you fly private charter planes, you wear designer clothes, you get Filmfare awards, which make you feel very happy momentarily, temporarily, but happy nevertheless. And then, finally, the biggest of them all, which I call the compensation for the soul in this profession. Things that happen to you that will be beyond all that I've mentioned, all the beauty and the beastly. Things that you will cherish at the end of it all. Happened to me one night on a terrace. Bedroom music, remix, as it always is nowadays, playing, lights, very windy. And I was in a moment in life where I know that when everything gets to its end, these are the few thoughts I'll take away. It happens perhaps once or twice to every star who's been working for years. It could be a movie, it could be having a conversation with a man or a woman that will touch your life. I was touched that night. I had Jatin, the photographer, and an old friend who had set up his lights. My two best friends, beyond the fact that they work in media or film journalism or whatever the profession is, Jitesh and Anuradha, they were standing there. And I got to meet face to face with two people who had perhaps shaped my life without me knowing it, wanting to be someone beyond who I was. And both of them walked in. You know, I've always said it's very special to breathe the air, the same air as some people. But two great people, great actors, great stars, fantastic human beings, like I said, must have shaped many of our lives and our parents' lives. Both of them walk in. And just the fact that they could acknowledge you and say, hi, Shahrukh. Dilip Sir didn't say that. Amirji said, hi, Shahrukh. And Dilip Sir just patted me on the shoulder. Just to meet those two people who perhaps have, without ever realizing, touched my life and chartered, you know, what I have become. I want to thank Filmfare, I want to thank Jatin, I want to thank Jitesh, I want to thank everybody at Filmfare for giving me that opportunity, all the boys and girls who we sat and chatted afterwards with, for giving me this moment in life. I will cherish it always. It's not just a photograph from me for the Filmfare cover, it's a moment in time that I will keep as the most prized possession of my life, material and otherwise. So thank you very much for being here tonight, giving me this opportunity. Jatin just told me he's making a booklet of all the pictures for all of you to keep. I don't know if it will ever matter to Dilip Sir or Amitji, but for me it will be one of the greatest mementos I have gathered in this career spanning 20 years. In the famous words of Thomas Hardy, the mayor of Castleville, when the wife looks at her husband in a pub giving a speech, I would say, now that I've done this, I can pass away and die. I hope you enjoy the picture, you enjoy the photograph. For me, it's a very, very personal, and I actually give Jitesh a hug for allowing me to do this. Thank you. And I'll run my hand and thank everyone at Filmfare for giving me this opportunity. And God bless you all. And I hope you like the photograph. I haven't seen it yet, but it's more than a photograph. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you Filmfare. And thank you, of course, Dilip sir and Mr. Amitabh Bachchan for allowing me the same space as themselves. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And likewise, we are also eager to see how the picture actually looks like. So shall we unveil the special collector's edition of Filmfare magazine celebrating 100 years of Indian cinema. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shitesh Pillai and Mr. Shahrukh Khan unveiling the ultimate guide to best of Bollywood. Here it is on the cover, Dilip Kumar Saab, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan and Mr. Shahrukh Khan.
मैं जब पहली बार आया था मुंबई तो फिल्म फेयर में मुझे मौका दिया था कि मैं जाके मिस्टर अमिताभ बच्चन के साथ एक कवर का फोटोशूट कर सकूँ। मुझे उसके बाद याद नहीं कि मैंने उनके साथ कोई मैगजीन के लिए शूट किया है। कभी खुशी करो but that was more like anyway like picture हमारा जो पोस्टर था वो वैसे ही but एक इंडिविजुअल फोटो की मुझे याद है अमित जी जो है एक सोफे पे बैठे थे और मुझे उनके पीछे खड़ा होना और मुझे अपना हाथ उनके शोल्डर पे रखना था। तो मुझे हम दिल्ली में उनकी फिल्में देखकर बड़े हुए। उनको मैं एक बार मिला भी था बैंगलोर में और मैंने अपना हाथ जो था उनके शोल्डर पे ऐसा रखा था कि उनको किसी तरह की हानि ना पहुंचे। ऐसा I don't know how one feels when you meet stars, but for me it was I hope I don't spoil him. I don't hurt him. So I was just resting my hand just about here, not even touching him. The photograph and the next time I met was Dilip sir and Sairaji, and I remember she ruffled my hair and told me that if she had a son, he would look like me. And I've known Dilip sir also from childhood because my father was from Peshawar and we knew each other. But these two moments where Dilip sir narrated the story of, I asked him, Amiji, आप क्या करते हैं free time में? Because these are the things you want to know about people that we're not watching. So he said, sir, एक घर में चूहा है, मैं उसको पकड़ने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, बड़ा आवाज़ करता है। And Sairaji to say that. For me, I came to Mumbai 22 years ago. I don't think if after that I hadn't made it as a star, it would have mattered. Because I got to hear how to catch rats from Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. And Dilip sir and his wife told me that I could look like the son. So my life was complete. It's been 22 years. And to call, if you had told me actually to walk down from, if you told me to walk down from China and come for this photo shoot, I would have. Coming in a chopper from Bali was no big deal. Just to sit with them, it's not just about the great actors they are, the great superstars they are. Just the fact that these people have seen so much in life, you can see it in their eyes. To be able to see those eyes sitting next to them, to know that you can never be what they are or what they have been, but still to feel that moment, see it in their eyes, the kind of love they have felt, the love they have given, and mainly, as you mentioned to me in an email once, I believe all big stars, all big actors, and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, are ravaged beauties. So it's great to be in the company of two of the greatest beauties who are still remain unravaged by time, by films, or by even fans. So it was beautiful to just be there. And like I said, for me it's a moment complete, and I'm extremely thankful and thrilled that I do this.
Also, in this issue, I know you've not seen it, there's 100 iconic movies, and there's also polls, Dilwale, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, and Chak De feature the iconic films. And I mean, coincidentally, I don't know what, the Dilwale song features as the most popular song of all times. And yeah, Tujhe Dekha To Ye Jana Sanam. And my memory is failing, but I also think there's a scene from Dilwale which scores as the most popular बड़े बड़े शहरों में ऐसे छोटी छोटी बात होती है. So it's truly, I mean, Amitji's movies, your movies, Dilip Saab's movies. So for us, it sort of encapsulates the 100 years of cinema. What would you have to say when you, I mean, there are iconic dialogues like, you know, when you talk about iconic dialogue, you say, "Mere paas na hai." So that's feature. And then you talk about bade bade shehron mein. What does it feel, these kind of moments? I mean,
it's a very strange for me to speak about anything that I've done. For me, you know, the scene from, there's so many scenes, but you know, like when Dilip Saab was doing that scene in the film Mashale, if I'm not mistaken, where he's running behind the car. And he's running and Roko. And Amitji saying, "Mere paas," Amitji's film, actually, Shashi Saab says, "Mere paas maan." But Amitji's dialogues, so many of them, as a matter of fact. जो हमारी फिल्म का डायलॉग था वो हमने ऐसे ही बोल दिया. कभी ऐसा सोचा नहीं था कि वो ऐसा आइकॉनिक मोमेंट्स में या कोई मैगजीन, इतनी बड़ी मैगजीन के अंदर फीचर करेगा कि बड़े बड़े शहरों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें हो रही हैं. Actually, it was a mouthful. It was very difficult to say.
I think we should say it once more for the camera.
Not pertaining to this is a very big बात, but yeah. ऐसे बड़े बड़े शहरों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें तो होती रहती हैं ऐसे. I have difficulty saying it, but somehow I think the writers and directors they make it sound and look much nicer than it is. So I'm very thankful it is there. मैंने जब अपना करियर शुरू किया था ऐसा सोचा था कि ऐसी 5 फिल्में मैं बना लूँ जो मेरे को मेरे बच्चों को दिखाने के लिए यादगार. So I'm very scared. We've already put 3 of them there in different sections. So only 2 more to go. I wish I had 5 more to go so I can work harder and much longer than I have worked right now. But it makes you feel very, very happy that somewhere, as a matter of fact, now those films that you mentioned are figured there. I will go home and I've got like 2 evenings off before I get back to shooting. I think I will try and show one of the films to my children. Having said that, Chakde is generally one of their favorite films. And Kuch Kuch Hota and Dilwale. So I'm very happy that those 2 are favorite. Yeah, it makes me feel nice, but work harder for the other 2.
Also, for a self-confessed non-dancer, the most popular dance sequence amongst Over Dola Re Dola and Ek Do Teen and Kajrare and Choli Ke Piche is Chaiya Chaiya. Would you like to recount some instance, you know, while doing that number?
मुझे बहुत अजीब लगता है कभी मैं 20 साल से काम कर रहा हूँ. अभी मैं एक अवार्ड फंक्शन में था तो मेरी ज़िंदगी जो है कुछ ऐसी है छीना छीना से लेकर छमक छल होता है. जहाँ पे भी जाओ मैं I remember मैं मणिरत्नम सर से हमारी जो फिल्म थी वो उतनी नहीं चली थी जितनी हमें लगती थी, स्पेशली इंडिया. और बहुत दुख होता है जब फिल्म वहाँ नहीं जाती जहाँ पे हम सोचते हैं. बहुत दिल से वो फिल्म बनाई थी. And I remember he was very sweet and he's a gentleman and he came and said, "You know, Shahrukh, I feel very bad. This film didn't do well. I feel bad for you. I feel bad. You know, directors feel like this." And I remember telling him 2 months after the release or 1 month, "Don't worry, this Chaiya Chaiya I'm going to live off for the rest of my life." So I still am actually. So I think I'll give him a call and thank him. You know, there's some moments in life, like you said, which will define actors. Chaiya Chaiya defines me. And मुझे बहुत डर लग रहा है कि तुम कह रहे हो डोला डोला से ज़्यादा अच्छा है और एक दो तीन से ज़्यादा अच्छा है. But मैंने माधुरी ऐश और माधुरी ऐश दोनों को कहा था कि मैं काफ़ी अच्छा डांस कर लेता हूँ. I will see. I've taught them how to dance until तो पागल है. So yeah, that kind of. But I never thought it will make it beyond these songs. So it's still embarrassing. But it was a great song. I think किसी ने ट्रेन के ऊपर ऐसा गाना किया नहीं है. और I still remember Malaika जो पहले दिन की शूटिंग की थी वो without the song की थी क्योंकि speakers नहीं आए थे. And you had to dance and संतोष सर ने मणिरत्नम सर सामने खड़े होते और पीछे जब टनल्स आती थी तो एक white कपड़ा लेके फाड़ा. So if the tunnel was behind you, all you did is you just lay down. So right, so there are many instances where you're saying पाँव जन्नत चले चले चैनिया चैनिया पाँव जन्नत. Everybody used to just go down on the ground because the tunnel used to pass, and then you used to just keep lying down till you heard someone scream over the microphones that उठ जाओ, second part. And everybody, most of the dancers were tight, and fortunately nobody fell down. But it was one of the most exciting shoots. I think there was a big crane called Akela which was used for the first time. It was one of the most exciting, happy shoots. As a matter of fact, I'm hoping to do that again. But now we change it, maybe on a metro inshallah. Faster, better, and with microphones.
By the way, you've also been voted as the global icon of the century. And what do terms like global icon and what does it, given the perspective of 100 years of cinema? I mean, are they just words which are cleverly coined on the internet and then they go viral?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, now maybe, but yeah, but like I was saying, so many titles down the line: Bacha, King of Bollywood. Sometimes because of my behavior and Batamis. Personally, if you ask me, and I'm sure most of the actors will say this, it's nice to have good words and titles, global icon attached to your self. I have known you for 20 years. I would never tell anyone among some media friends कि इस वाली story में बादशाह बुला लेना मुझको. इस story के अंदर global icon बोलोगे ना तो अच्छा लगेगा. I think what we finally do is get up in the morning, which is also very strange for a man to say sometimes, wear makeup and go to work. And that's all you keep doing, all the titles, all the names. I think is a way of people trying to tell you back, whether it's the media or whether it's the audience or whether it's the smart annotations coined up on the internet, that they kind of appreciate what you do. And I think I take it like this. I can vouch for a lot of actors who would just be taking it as a peripheral part of their life. The core is, हर एक्टर में यही लगता है कि सुबह उठकर मैं फिर से कुछ ऐसा काम करूं जिससे मेरा नाम जो है लोग भूल जाएं, उस कैरेक्टर का या उस फिल्म का या उस गाने का नाम याद रखें जिसमें मैंने भाग लिया. So I'm prouder when I'm said and remembered for China China. I'm very proud when people call me Bacha. I'm very happy when people call me Bazigar. It makes you feel very, very happy. It's a very strange thing. You want to be known by the names of the characters when you're called that. It makes you feel very happy. And still you don't take them very seriously when they're larger than life than you are, like, say, global icon. And I'm very happy that for 20 years I've worked. Somehow, I participated in films with Mr. Yash Chopra, Mr. Karan Johar, Mr. Aditya Chopra, and so many of them, Mani Ratnam sir, that came in a phase when Indian cinema is crossing borders, and I happen to be a part of it, whether it's in South America, Germany, England, Australia. I think I'm just very fortunate. I was part of that movement of cinema. And it's been a great journey for me. It feels very nice. I was in Vancouver. Before that, I had just gone out to Malaysia. And so many people say the names of your films or Indian films with so much love. It makes you feel that you have done something or been part of something which is an important movement for Indian cinema. And inshallah, as the years go by, our movies will be watched all over the world as much as Hollywood films or any other cinemas. Besides the fact that we are in India.
Okay, guys, I must also tell you, because I'm in the business of making magazines, and in the last 20 years that one has worked with Shahrukh, he's never asked to see a cover picture. I think he's a bit shy when you click pictures for him to go and check the picture on the monitor. We have to literally drag him and say, please have a look, because then if I use a bad picture, you will sulk. But he doesn't sulk. So I have to tell you that I truly think this is the first time he's seen these pictures. And he didn't say, yaar, wo wala use karna, ya ye wala. I'm constantly being told what to do, how to do, when to do. So I think that speaks a lot for his humility and also self-confidence, dare I say it, that he's like, use whatever, just get the photo shoot over. He's most uncomfortable by doing photo shoots, but here is the result for all of you to see. So thank you, sir, thank you. It really means a lot that you're part of this 100 years of cinema, this iconic issue, and you have other special thoughts to say.
No, I don't think I'm in the business of looking good, or I'm in the business of knowing what a photograph should be. So when 99% of the times, whether it's for work or for your magazine especially, I know there are experts like Jadin and like yourself, like a whole team of Filmfare. I don't really need to bother. And actually forget the fact that there's an expertise involved in lighting or which one you choose and retouch me to look handsomer. But I think what I know is that you love me. Most of the people here also, when they do an article on me or when they're doing a photograph, मेरी फोटो ले रहा है, मुझे मालूम है बेस्ट वाली कोई देगा पिक फिलहाल, मुझे नहीं ढूंढनी पड़ती. But I know the fact why he would do that, why you would do that, why everyone does that, is because I think I like to believe, even if it's not true, so don't break it tonight. I like to believe that you love me. And when you love someone, then you make sure that you make them look good. So thank you, Gagan. Thank you, Vitesh. I would never question you for a photograph. I would never question you for an article or a critical review, because I know whatever you say to me or write about me or show about me is with a feeling of love. Except एक दो चार हैं, वो कभी मिल जाएंगे तो उनसे बात कर लूँगा, बात होगा दरवाजा पर। पब्लिकली नहीं करूँगा, नहीं तो हमारे फोन पे फोटो आ जाती है, बहुत तकलीफ होती है। I'm joking, please don't make this the headline that I'm going to beat or something. Please. अभी बहुत दिनों बाद प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहा हूँ, तो सीधा I should not put my foot in the mouth. Give me another day or two of being in Mumbai and doing some more press conferences. But thank you everyone. Thank you all of you. Thank you and Filmfare. Thank you films. Thank you 100 years of cinema for making me feel so loved. Yeah, this is true. And actually, किसी मैं बता नहीं सका. I don't know. Can we share moments? You have a video made, you know.
Do you have a video?
हम जब गाना वहाँ पे गाना बज रहा था जनरल के लैपटॉप में से और कुछ रेट्रो मिक्स कुछ अच्छा सा था जो उसने मुझे प्रॉमिस किया है.
What was the song? आँखों के सागर.
आँखों के सागर जो मैं गा नहीं सकता. And मुझे दिलीप साहब जो है जो भी आप फोटोग्राफ देखेंगे I know I've not seen all of them, but throughout that music he has played that song with his hands. So कई जगह पे वो आप ऐसे इनके हाथ दिख रहे हैं. So actually he's playing the music. And Amit ji और मैं for about half an hour or 40 minutes that we did these pictures. और मैं बताना चाहूँगा कि सबसे ज़्यादा प्रोफेशनल और सबसे ज़्यादा क्वाइट और अपना जॉब जो हम तीनों में से किया बेहतर वो दिलीप साहब नहीं किया. अपना आए अपना काम किया, मैं खाना खिलाया, मुझे खाना खिला के बोला खाओ, मैंने खाया, फिर अब जाओ. I was very tired. I had to fly back, and I was loving sitting with him. I didn't want to leave, but there was nothing more to do, and he said, "Go, जाओ."
हो गया ना?
हो गया अभी हो गया ना? हो गया. चल जाओ. And he sent me away, and so the pictures that you'll see, which are very special, is because he was playing the music throughout, and he kept turning to Amit ji and telling me and both of us, "It's very good, it's very good," and he kept saying it. So it's a marvelous moment here, right? I don't know how.
He held Shahrukh's hand and was constantly tapping on
एक
him.
जगह पे उनको अकेला फोटो खिंचाना था, तो मैंने उनको बिठाने लगा, तो उन्होंने हाथ पकड़ लिया. तो अकेली फोटो में मेरा हाथ पकड़ के उसके ऊपर पूरा बाहर हो जाते रहे काफी देर तक 5-10 मिनट के लिए रहते. And then I think we got some of the solo shots.
Yeah.
But also, you know, I don't know, we shot this in his house. सायरा जी और दिलीप साहब उनकी पूरी फैमिली वहाँ पर मौजूद थी और बहुत बड़े लोग हैं, बहुत डीप लोग हैं, बहुत अच्छे इंसान हैं सारे के सारे. I would just like to thank them because they're not here. So I hope they see this or they hear it, for the humility and the hospitality that they welcome all of us, about 50 or 60 of us, into their house. We barged in. हम जितने भी लोग वहाँ पर थे, सब फैंस थे और सारे के सारे जो थे अपनी एक फोटो खिंचाना चाह रहे थे अमित जी और दिलीप साहब के साथ. And they were so kind. They did pictures with all of us, signed autographs for us. It was really taught you how to be humble and sweet, and I think it was time of night when they must be wanting to retire, but they were very kind. So thank you Saira ji and thank you Dilip sir and thank you Amit ji for making us feel like wanted fans. Like,
I think Shahrukh even made him do a yo sign.
Yeah. Yes. This is my favorite picture because मैंने दिलीप साहब और अमित जी को यो का साइन कराया था because they were singing away. तो मैंने उनसे बोला कि आजकल जो लोग हैं वो ये सब यो करते हैं. So दिलीप साहब also did this and Amit ji also, so it was nice to hear. Actually, it's a marvelous picture. I hope you guys get to see all the pictures besides the one that I request you to put it on the net and show it to everyone because it's an important piece when Mr. Amitabh Bachchan and Dilip Kumar Saab come together and have such a hearty time for the audience, and very, very important for 100 years of cinema that we see the greatest icons of the film industry together. We have the opportunity to be part of it, but just as fans and people and viewers, I think it's a very important and a very cherished moment.
Thank you, sir. And before we